Hello, everyone. This is Howard Fox, and welcome back for another episode of the Outdoor Adventure Series, the podcast that celebrates individuals and families, businesses, and organizations that seek out and promote the exploration, stewardship, conservation, access, and enjoyment of the outdoors. After a day of learning, we're out at the Danville Dans Baseball Stadium, and this event is being hosted by the Danville Dans Baseball Organization. In segment 1, we'll be chatting with Kirsten Ball, the Association Manager for the IDA. In segment 2, we'll be chatting with Jessica Miller, Matthew Bean, and Baylee Dorn from Visit Bloomington-Normal. And in segment 3, we'll meet Tom Fricke and his wife, Mary Ellen. Tom and Mary Ellen have been longtime volunteers for the Danville Dans organization. Hey everybody, this is Howard, and I am here at Danville Stadium. This is what I would call an ancient ballpark. It has been around for many years, and I'm here with the Illinois Destinations Association and Danville Tourism. We are just enjoying a day out after today's learning sessions, and I have the pleasure of grooving out right now to some wonderful music with Kirsten Ball. She is with the Illinois Destinations Association. So, Kristen, it's a pleasure to have you here, and thanks for joining me on my podcast.
Well, thank you for having me. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we are having a good time, and I notice you are really grooving right now. You're doing great, and I thought, okay, now's the right moment to kind of approach her with the idea of having a podcast. Now, I'm curious, what is your role with the Illinois Destinations Association?
I am the association manager, so I work with the board of directors, our legislative team, and I plan all of the events. We plan education courses for our members. We do advocacy with the state legislature, and we just try to provide our convention and visitor bureaus around the state of Illinois with resources they need to drive tourism to the state.
Excellent. And how long has the Illinois Destinations Association been in existence?
Let's see, it would be 41 years.
41 years of history. That's fantastic. Yeah. And how long have you been with the association?
I've been with them for 6 years, since 2019.
6 years. And for all the listeners, Kristen was very helpful and helping me get my materials over to her for my presentation tomorrow. She doesn't know yet that I threw an audible at her. As I was doing the presentation, I forgot to have the Danville's logo. And so I kind of said it to Tracy. I said, hey, Tracy, I forgot your logo. I'm sorry. She goes, Howard, don't worry about it. So I did send it to you. Little audible, if you get it up or not.
Right, I got it. I will take care of you.
No pressure. But I really appreciate the work that you did to help get me out here to Danville from Las Vegas. I'm excited. It was really kind of cool to see all these folks in the room who are passionate about travel and destinations.
Oh, yeah.
What's been your favorite part of this work that you're doing?
I just love learning about all the little gems in the state of Illinois. I was born in Springfield, Illinois. I've lived here my whole life. And meeting all these people from all over the state, I just find out about how much Illinois has to offer that I didn't know about. So it's great just getting to see all the different areas, getting to see our members celebrating their areas. They're so excited. They're so proud of where they're from. And so it's just been neat for me to get to see all of these things around Illinois and to learn the rich history of Illinois that I did not know, sadly.
You know, in the spirit of full disclosure, before I lived in Las Vegas, I lived in Chicago. 5 years ago, at the onset of COVID, I moved from Chicago to Las Vegas. That's a whole other story. But I lived in Chicago for quite a while, downtown, right by Soldier Field. And I have to say, what you just said really resonates for me. Outside of the city, maybe playing some golf in the Chicago Southland area where Mary Patchen's organization exists, maybe going out west to Schaumburg where I work. I very rarely went south of I-94. It was
Yeah.
and it wasn't until I moved to Las Vegas, it's like, wow, I really missed a lot here. And getting to know everybody here at the conference, I realized there was so much to offer here in Illinois. And what you just said, it's like sometimes we don't know what's in our backyard.
Exactly. And it's hard to meet Midwestern people. They're just so friendly and welcoming. They just want to have a good time. So
This is very true.
yeah.
And speaking of a good time, I know you probably want to get back to grooving with the band. They are actually a really good
They're
band.
very good.
And we are, by the way, folks, we're in the ballpark here at Danville Stadium. It is absolutely gorgeous. Little overcast night, a minor chill in the air, but talk about being in an old-time ballpark. This is like a wonderful way. We've got boxed lunches, and you guys have done a great job of helping to plan this event. So thank you. And thank you for joining me on the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast. And
Very happy to.
and before we head out, if listeners would like to learn more about the Illinois Destinations Association, maybe they're even interested in the work that you're doing, like how do I have her job? Where are the best places to go?
Yes, so visit us at www.ildestinations.org. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram under Illinois Destinations Association, and we have lists of all of our members. You can get all of their websites directly from ours, learn about what we're doing, and and contact me if you have any other questions.
I love it. Well, Kristen, thank you so much for chatting with me today. Again, thank you so much for your help and facilitating the presentation. Is tomorrow. You'll have to let me know how I did.
Okay,
I'm
sure
always
will.
nervous going up there. But once the car starts, I'm good. I'm good.
Yep,
There's gas in
exactly.
the engine. I'm good.
I get it.
But
I get it.
Thank you so much. It's great to chat with you today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Hey everybody, this is Howard, and I am still at the Danville Stadium, and I'm just kind of roaming around a little bit. There's a trio here I had the pleasure of sitting with at our table during our learning sessions today. I have to, in the spirit of full disclosure, plead a little ignorance. I can't remember their names, but you know something, the best part about being a podcast is I get to ask people, please introduce yourself in the role and your destination, and I just want to learn a little bit more about you guys, okay? So I have this lovely young lady right in front of me, and she's all in. And what is your name, please?
Wait, I forgot what you asked. What did you say? I blacked out.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever had somebody block out like that before. Okay.
I'm nervous. It's okay.
If I made you nervous,
Howard, start again.
you want to know something? That's the beauty of podcasting. I can edit this stuff out.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, got it.
mind you, I will probably keep this in. But
It's a great.
yeah, I think, look, this is real. This is raw.
Rob,
All right. So,
filtered.
unfiltered. So, please introduce yourself.
Hi, Howard. I'm Jessica Miller, Digital Marketing Manager with Visit BN.
Visit BN. Now, I have to plead ignorance. BN.
Bloomington-Normal, but we also support the entire surrounding area in McLean County.
Fantastic. Now, are you considered central, northern, southern Illinois?
We're considered central, I would say really the heartland of Illinois.
The heartland of Illinois. And now, Bloomington-Normal. Okay. Now, I know there's a university out there.
There's a couple of them. We are fortunate to have Illinois State University and Illinois Wesleyan University, as well as a community college, Cartlet Community College.
Fantastic. Well, you did great second time around. This is good. Now that you're a pro, you will never do that again. Now there is a gentleman sitting to your left, right across on my right. What is your name, sir?
My name is Matthew Bean. I'm the Director of Brand and Marketing at Visit BN in Bloomington-Normal.
Excellent. So I'm sensing a theme on marketing here, brand and marketing. That's everything. And how long have you been with the association?
I've actually recently joined about 6-7 weeks ago now, so yeah.
And they threw you to into the snake pit to go attend conferences?
Yeah, I have to learn everything I can while I've got the opportunity. There's no better way to do it other than come around other peers in the industry and get an idea of what's happening in destination marketing. So yeah, that's a very valuable thing to be a part of.
Fantastic. And then we have one last little partner in crime here. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Baylee Dorn. I'm the Destination Experience Manager for Visit BN.
Destination Experience Manager. I love the word experience because that's really so much what this is all about is having visitors come into your destination, giving them this wonderful experience. A guest of mine once said it's like heads in beds, cash register singing, and give them the experience along the way. How long have you been a part of the destination?
So I've been with Visit the Inn for about 2.5 years and loved every day of it.
Fantastic. Now, what has been so far is, I imagine you all go to a lot of conferences. What is it about this particular conference that really kind of resonates for you?
Well, Howard, if I can be honest with you, this is my first conference. I also joined Visit the Inn 8 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago. So as far as like coming in new, having my first destination marketing type of conference, it's been really exciting to hear what other people have going on in their different areas just across the state. We are trying to reestablish Visit BN as a destination marketing association, not necessarily just a CBB. And
Right.
so hearing those experiences across the different destination marketing associations. Is it destination marketing? Yes. Yeah.
DMOs.
CMOs, yes. Hearing the different
I
CMOs.
even knew that.
There you go. Okay. Well, edit that part out, Howard. But hearing those different experiences has been really valuable, and I hope to learn more tomorrow.
Excellent. Now, have you been a mentor to these two?
You could say that. This is my second IDA meeting, so I do kind of remember it from last year and see a lot of familiar faces. So this is kind of one of the few opportunities we really get to come together, and it's great because we kind of all have the same goal at the end. We all want to promote our communities. We all want to promote Illinois as a whole. So just kind of gathering with these like-minded folks and learning so much is just such a great opportunity.
Fantastic. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. The other two have to answer the same question, but I want to give them a second to think about it while you have your answer. So if I have a listener on my podcast, the Outdoor Adventure Series, and they've never been to Illinois, they've heard about BN, what is it about BN? Why should they come visit you guys?
Yeah, so I think we have the charm of being a big, small town. We have everything at your fingertips that you could ever need. We have a very robust events calendar, so any given weekend there's something going on, whether it's live music, theater productions, wine tastings, all sorts of things, and everything is so accessible there. You can get anywhere in 15 minutes or less. Everything is affordable for going out to eat. We really just do have something for everyone, very family friendly as well.
That is fantastic. You did a phenomenal job there. It's almost like you've done this before. And I want to still give you a chance to think about this. I'm going to go to this gentleman here.
So just based on your audience, I would want to really champion the Constitution Trail. The Constitution Trail stretches from the north side of Normal to the south side of Bloomington. But beyond that, we've got the Route 66 bike path that the whole state of Illinois is working on right now. McLean County is at the forefront of getting that actually taken care of. So that's going to be some 30-some miles of finished pavement that people will be able to ride on a bike or other kinds of scooters and things like that. Like a bunch of different ways that you can kind of go across our county as a whole. We do have some outdoor spaces as well. We've got a couple of lakes. I feel like sometimes it gets lost because people come to where we're at and they think about the things that are happening inside the city limits, but we've got some great nature trails. Funk's Grove is probably one of my favorite places to go in McLean County, and it's beautiful this time of year, the fall leaves, and if you go down, you can get some syrup from there. They actually have maple syrup, so you can go and get that taken out of the trees right there and enjoy yourself some maple syrup. So it's fantastic.
I love it, and I actually have a slide you're going to appreciate tomorrow when I deliver on podcasting, specifically because of the events that are coming up throughout the country, our anniversary, as well as the trail. So perfect. And last but not least,
I'm ready. Believe it or not, Howard, I'm going to thread the needle with what Baylee and Matthew said. So I love when Baylee talked about all the different events that we have going on. I think that one thing that makes Bloomington-Normal really special is that we have both Uptown Normal and Downtown Bloomington. We have two small town downtowns within minutes of each other. And so what makes that unique is that there's always something going on in each community. And conveniently, they are both walkable by the Constitution Trail. You can get to them if you choose to walk. You can get to them on a quick drive. There's always something going on if you look hard enough.
that is fantastic. Thank you. You did a wonderful job. Now, Baylee, Matthew, Jessica, thank you so much for chatting with me this evening. I hope you are enjoying the evening. You're kind of rocking out right now to this wonderful music behind, but thank you for joining on this short segment of the Outdoor Adventure Series. It's been a pleasure to get to know you. And before I forget, if listeners would like to learn more about BN, where's the best place to go?
Yeah, I would encourage listeners to visit our website, visitbn.org, where we've got a very active full events calendar, and we are also active on both Facebook and Instagram at visitbn.
Fantastic. Well, the three of you, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast, and look forward to having you at the events tomorrow, and best wishes to you all. Hopefully we'll get to see each other again.
I hope so.
Looking forward to it, Howard.
Take care. All right, folks, this is Howard, and we are still here at the Danville Stadium. It's a beautiful Wednesday evening, a little overcast, but the weather is absolutely perfect. And I've been interviewing a couple of the participants who are here for the Illinois Destinations Association Conference. But right now I have, in my mind, because I am a longtime baseball player, I have an individual who is a part of the Danville Dans organization, and he's going to chat a little bit about the history of the stadium and why this is a special place. I have Tom Fricke with me. Tom, it's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome.
Good to be with you, Howard. So welcome to Danville.
Thank you so much. Now we are my peers that are here at all the destinations. We're enjoying some good music. I even saw some people running around the field. I don't know if they were allowed to do that, but
Sure.
Okay, if I did that, I would be hurt. You'd need an ambulance. We had some great food, good old-fashioned hot dogs and potato chips. I love it. But Tom, tell us a little bit about the stadium. And first off, what is your role here with the Danville Dans?
Well, I'm just a volunteer with the Dans, but I wear a number of hats. My wife and I do the public relations for the team, so the website and the press releases and social media with help from others. We do the souvenirs. I'm the main PA announcer for the Dans. We coordinate the summer intern staff and whatnot. We call them Dan-turns. So we have fun with them during the summer, and we got involved because we wanted to make sure the Dans and baseball stayed in Danville and stayed at the stadium. So that's how we got involved. I started as a substitute PA announcer probably 24 years ago and have been doing it ever since.
You were just a kid when you started here. How did you just walk in the door and say, what can I do to work here and be a part of this community of baseball?
Well, I had just moved to Danville a couple of years before that, so new friends from the area, so I was familiar with it. But when I found out about the baseball team and the history here, I was really excited to get involved with it.
And what is it about this stadium? I mean, I use the term, I may have said it on the podcast, this is kind of an ancient stadium. I mean, you've got a lot of wood here. There are some metal supports, but this is an old-fashioned stadium. I'm a child of the 60s. I don't like telling my age to anybody, but I just kind of called that out. But this is an ancient stadium as far as minor league baseball is concerned.
It is. A local businessman, Kish Bookwalter, approached Branch Rickey, who is the general manager with the Brooklyn Dodgers. We have to explain to the players that come in now, if you've watched the movie 42, he's the Harrison Ford character. Branch Rickey was the general manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers, and so Kish Bookwalter and other businessmen from Danville convinced Mr. Rickey to build a minor league stadium here in Danville. So they began construction in 1945, and the first game was played in first week of May of 1946. So this stadium will be celebrating its 80th anniversary next year.
80th anniversary, and I would imagine this stadium, the history is just unbelievable, but who are some of the names that growing up in baseball that folks would recognize?
Well, Carl Erskine was one of the first Brooklyn Dodgers minor leaguers that played here on the team. And in fact, in 1947, Rickey brought the actual Brooklyn Dodgers team here to play an exhibition game against the minor league team. So on June 20th, 1947, Jackie Robinson, Duke Snyder, Pee Wee Reese, and the Brooklyn Dodgers played against the Danville Dodgers that day in an exhibition game on their way from the Cubs to Cincinnati.
And who won that game?
Oh, the Brooklyn team did, but it's exciting. They estimate there were about 6,000 people here for that game that day. But some of the other teams, the Dodgers had a farm team here from 46 to 50. Others that have had a farm team here include the Giants when they were still in New York, the White Sox, Boston Braves, and then later on the Milwaukee Brewers had teams here. And so Cecil Fielder, Darrell Porter, names of that era played here with them. The Dodgers also came back for a couple of years in the 70s and had minor league teams here. And then the Danville Dans started in 1988. And in our 35 years history, we've had 32 major league players. Some of the names you might have heard of: Jonathan Papelbon played here as a Danville Dan. Chris Coughlin, Rookie of the Year and World Series player with the Cubs, played here. Danny Worth, Mitch Moreland with the Rangers. Current major leaguers: Josh Smith with the Rangers, Brian Baker, and I knew I'd forget the third one, but we've got a third one playing. And so we've had a wide variety of players come through the Dan system, as well as other players that have played here. So there have been over 200 major leaguers play in this stadium at one point in their career.
That is fantastic. Now, I am curious, yourself, your wife, spending time in the stadium, what would be your, what I call when I'm doing my episodes, an aha moment where you look back and you say, man, I get to do this?
Well, the best seat in the house is in the press box, because you get a picture of the whole field. So I enjoy doing the games from there. But I also enjoy walking around the stadium. Dan's fans are like family. I mean, we see a lot of the same people at every game or every other game or that sort of thing. So we watch out for each other, and we notice when they're not there, because just like church, people sit in the same spot all the time when they come to the ball game. So we know George is always going to sit behind the third base line. Mrs. Wands is always going to be behind the third base dugout. And so you can find people in the stadium that way. And one of the things we do, some teams have a kids club where you can only go and run the bases certain days, like you said some did earlier. We let the kids run the bases and meet the players after every game. And so that family feel after the game, when they get out on the field, meet the players, we point out who they need to get the signature of, because they could be a major leaguer someday, and then we enjoy that, and the kids run the bases, and it's a family feel here at the stadium.
I love that, and I just can only imagine what it must be like to be a child, a little boy, a little girl running that field. And as an adult, I don't think I could do it. I would probably pull a muscle, but just seeing those kids run around, and this to me is what baseball has meant to be, at stadiums like this. And Tom, I really appreciate you taking some time to chat with us about it. Now, if our listeners to this brief podcast episode, if they would like to learn more about the Danville Dans, where's the best place for them to go?
Well, they can visit our website, www.danvilledans.com. There's a couple of YouTube videos on there with people talking about their memories of the stadium and different involvement that people have had here over the years.
Fantastic. Now, we're going to make sure you get a copy of this episode so you can put it up on your website. Now, I do have one quick question. Since you are an announcer, all right,
Yes.
Do you have a signature statement of sort, or a scream or a yell?
Not necessarily. That's usually on the broadcast side. I do the public address announcing, so I don't have one of those signature yells like a broadcast announcer would have.
All right. Now, there's a young lady standing right next to us. Get over here. Come on. What is your name?
Hi, I'm Mary Ellen. I'm married to this lovely announcer.
She spoke very highly of you. That's pretty good.
Yes.
Listen, I want to thank you both for participating in this little podcast episode, and I appreciate your openness to wanting to do this. I have a great face for radio, and so I'm perfectly happy behind the scenes, but it's really fun to have this little brief chat with you. And I mean, I grew up with baseball just like this in Tiger Stadium in Detroit, and when I see stadiums like this, my heart sings. So thank you very much to both of you and what you're doing here, and for the great people of Danville, and really for baseball. So thank you so much.
Well, we appreciate Howard and all of you being here.
Perfect. All right, Mary, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming.
All right, folks, we're going to probably close up shop today, podcast-wise, but had a great opportunity to meet Tom and Mary Ellen, and really appreciate the speaking to us about the Danville Dans and this beautiful stadium. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on a future episode of the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast. Take care now. We hope you enjoyed today's episode with Kirsten Ball from the IDA, with Jessica Miller, Matthew Bean, and Baylee Dorn from Visit Bloomington-Normal, and Tom Fricke and his wife Mary Ellen from the Danville Dans organization. Now, we're going to provide all of the website and social site backlinks in our show notes, but please go to our website, outdooradventureseries.com, where you can listen to this and all of our other episodes, especially the ones that have been recorded with destination marketing organizations. Now, you can find the Outdoor Adventure Series on LinkedIn and Facebook on our pages there. And of course, you can find the video of the episode that we are going to be publishing for today up on our YouTube channel. And we would really love if you would follow us on the podcast directory of choice for the audio portion of the episode, and follow us on YouTube as well for the video accompaniment. Okay, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a fantastic day, take care of yourselves, your family, do good out there, and we look forward to having you join us on a future episode of the Outdoor Adventure Series podcast. Take care now.